Hey guys, this is Tim as Reptiles. I'm making a video for my outdoor education class about how to care for / breed Dubia roaches. Basically the care of Dubia roaches is the breeding of Dubia roaches, because you don't really do a specific thing to breed them. But yeah, let's start out with this bin. It's a hefty bin. I don't know what size it is. It's just a pretty good sized hefty bin. But one of the main things about keeping a roach colony is ventilation. So I had to drill 4 holes in the top, like the lid, so that it could ventilate good. And it seemed you need it to keep humidity well too, though. It's kind of weird, but you need proper humidity and temperature for them to breed. If you don't have the right humidity, they will not have good molts, and they will die while shedding their skin. If you don't have proper heat, they will not breed. So I just hot glued this lid on. It clamps down too. I like that. And the glue seems to keep the cats out of there. Very good. Okay. I wouldn't recommend you do this with long sleeves, because if a roach crawls up your sleeve, that might not be too fun. Anyway, I'm just going to pull this over here so that you guys can see better. Also, that light's not for heat, it's just to light up this so that you can see, because without it, my basement's pretty dark. Anyway, okay, again with the humidity, this is a little thing I made. It's a olive container that has holes popped in the top of it. It also has water in it, which increases the humidity extremely, and it's very good. It hasn't tipped before, so I'm pretty sure the roaches won't tip it. It's glass, it's heavy, and it has water, which has a lot of mass. Set it over there for now. Also, I'm going to start on the nutrition now. Carrots and oranges is mainly what I feed them as a fruit or vegetable. You need to give them fresh fruits or vegetables about once a week. Once a week will work just fine, just perfect for them. They eat them, and they don't really care, I guess. They'll just eat them. I just said that like 5 times. Anyway, yeah. And you pretty much always want dry roach food in there. You can order it offline or make it yourself. Me personally, I make it because the online stuff is pretty expensive. So, scoot this back again. Okay. I keep it in this quick oats jar. So what I do is I use cat food, oats, like just normal oats, quick oats or whatever they're called, and I put a little bit of coffee in there. I don't know, they might like it a little more. Yeah, I also put sugar in there because they do like sweet stuff. Yeah, they like that. Ground up cat food is the main thing in here. It has good amount of protein. I don't really pay attention to the calcium because I have tarantulas and reptiles. If you're just mainly keeping reptiles, I'd prefer you get a cat food with high calcium. If you're just feeding tarantulas, very low calcium. If tarantulas get too much calcium, they'll have wet molts, and that's bad. You can see a video of that in Rob C's profile. He has a video of his P. regalis having a wet molt. But that's what I use for food, basically. A lot of people put more stuff in their blends, but I don't. And if you don't want to give them water in fruit or vegetable form, you can use water crystals. Now don't put normal water in there because they will drown. They don't know how to swim really, I guess. This is basically water crystals. They're just little like gel things in there. So yeah, it's good for them. I mean, they drink it all the time. When I have this in, I don't put it in when I have the fruits and stuff in, but when I have this in, they'll be all over it. And a lot of people ask, like, why is there no roaches that are on my food when I put it in the bin? Well, it's because it's too bright. Like, see how There's like hardly any on there now. Before I came in here and I used a flashlight, I should have like recorded that. That would have been a good example. But I put a flashlight up to there, and each of those oranges were like swarming with roaches, which is good because oranges do increase their breeding. It's on a bunch of forums. It's the best thing to boost their breeding activity. I guess it's something about citrus or something. I don't know what it's about. But yeah. Now to the enclosure about like furnishings and whatever. No substrate. I don't use substrate. I hear that substrate's bad because if you put it in there, the baby roaches, which are called nymphs, will burrow in there, and it'll be like impossible to clean them out. Clean out the substrate and stuff. And you want it to be as easy as possible, or else you'll find yourself kind of letting it go, like without cleaning. Cleaning should be done about once a month. If you have a littler colony, I'd say about once every like 3 months, because roaches aren't too dirty, I guess. Oh, excuse me, you could say. They don't smell like crickets. Crickets smell terribly. A dozen crickets will outsmell, like, I don't know, like an enormous colony. Like, literally this bin filled with roaches in, like, a matter of hours. So, I would recommend these to crickets. Like, obviously. Like, they're just way better, I swear. One Dubia Roach is equivalent to the nutritional value of 10 crickets about. It's approximate. If you do this, it's a good idea, because one female Dubia Roach, which are these ones, the very black ones with no wings. No wings, those ones. The males are these ones, which have wings, as you can see. They cannot fly though. Flying is not what this roach does. These roaches cannot fly. They are a non-flying roach. This is a bunch of food. It was just in that egg crate up there. You can shake these around. It won't hurt them too bad. They can't fly. Also, with this bin, clear bins, they cannot climb up the side. The babies have very good legs that can attach to like anything almost. So if you have like a dark tub that you buy, like a Rubbermaid roughneck one, those are pretty bad because they can climb right up the sides. Even adults can. I have that bin over there, which this one is a roughneck bin, and they were able to climb up that, but none of them escaped. And yeah, these egg crates, egg flats are really good. I'm gonna grab this. This is how I separate them. 5-gallon bucket has holes in it. Babies go through, adults stay in. There's no babies in there, that's just some food and frass roach poop. So I'm just gonna throw this in here real quick, so that I don't lose any roaches in the making of this video. Okay. Now, you can use a bunch of different furnishings. You can just use regular cardboard as a furnishing. They can climb up that just fine. I use paper towel rolls, which the babies like for some reason. I haven't seen too many adults on there. See, there's an adult right there. On there. That's a male. A nymph, a big nymph is this. They're, let's see if I can grab it. They're brown, and they're kind of dull colored. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. They don't have any wings yet at all, so yeah. And that's really a nymph. It's just a brown, dull roach. No matter how big a nymph is, like a big brown one, it's not an adult yet. You need it to turn that black, shiny color, which then they will either have wings or not have wings. The ones that have wings, again, are not female, they're males. The ones without wings are females. That's a really small nymph. That's about the smallest they'll ever be. They're teeny sometimes, like when they're babies. So roaches are very, very good to breed. One female produces an average of 30 babies a month. Yeah, which is good. You can heat these bins by either using above the cage heater, like this thing, or a heat pad. This is Flex Spot heat tape. I use it to heat my whole rack, which heats my het albino ball python, my pastel ball python, and my other het albino. It keeps it 95 degrees in this tub, as same with those. I use a dimmer. If you're gonna use Flex Spot, you have to use some sort of thermostat, or else it'll overheat and like probably start a fire. You can look up on forums online. There's a lot of accidental cases of that. So, egg flats is what I use as substrate. What am I talking about? As furnishings. You can also use these, just normal ones. I'd recommend you cut out the yellow stains on them though, because I don't know if they could get salmonella or whatever it's called. But as you can see, I have a pretty good collection of those. I think I have 12. Yeah, 12 of them. And I still have some of these. I cut my egg flats in half because I don't want them up to the brim, because then a roach probably can get out, but I don't know. I'm not gonna test that. Anyway, this is what I use. And as you can see, roaches love egg crates, egg flats. I have about 200 to 300 adults in here. I'd say a third of those are female. Because I bought these as large nymphs, I couldn't really decide whether or not to get a certain amount of males to females. Large nymphs are like the largest they are before they molt into adults. As you can see, they really do like those egg crates. They're all over. And you will have some die-offs. As you can see right here, this is a little baby that died. That's fine though. A lot of times when they die, they will resort to cannibalism. I think it's to clean their colony. I really don't know. But it's kind of interesting because they kind of do clean up after themselves. When the females give birth, their babies eat the roach poop from the bottom of the bin. I don't understand why that is, but they eat it. So if you're going to clean out, save a little bit of poop, I'd say, because, well, the baby roaches really like it. Yeah, you don't know how many roaches I have. It's kind of hard to see, like, in my point of view, because I already know how many there are in here. There's probably 3,000 babies in here. In a matter of 3 months, I've gotten about 3,000 babies, and it took that long because these roaches had grown to adults to breed. So a month after I started seeing adult females, I literally had babies, and that's how it goes. My babies just kind of exploded in production. I mean, I started out with like literally probably 20 babies I saw, and then all of a sudden the next week there'd be like 300, and I'd be like, holy crap. So these roaches, I'm just gonna show you real quick. These roaches feed all my slide them back over the heat. These roaches are able to feed all of my tarantulas. In there is my, you can hardly see it, is my Lasiodora parhybana, Brazilian salmon pink bird eater. It's a sling still. It's pretty getting there in size. It's almost like 3 inches, I think. It feeds all 4 of my tarantulas. That's my Grimstol rosea. Just ate an adult male Dubia Roach yesterday. I actually got my grandma to hold her today. It's funny. She was like flipping out. Anyway. Oh yeah. I'll put that in later. Humidity. And my other 2, which are really small slings. As you can see on the side, I'll try to show you it. OBTs, orange baboon tarantulas, Terinochilus marinus. Yeah. And I also have 3 leopard geckos. I have a female Shrimper albino jungle in there. I put these in here because they like to hide under them, I found. She's doing great. Shrimper jungle albino. My female blizzard have the same setup. I know it's kind of weird that the baby gets the bigger bin, but I did put the females in the same bin. This is my baby. It's just a normal, I think, or else it's a jungle. I put the 2 in the bin and they started fighting, so I didn't want to have big problems. So yeah. And that's really it, I guess. If you do use a dark tub and choose to use it, you can put Vaseline around the top edges, around the top, like there to there, and they won't be able to climb up it. You can also use packaging tape, but that's really hard to lay on there for me, because like I don't have that steady of hands, so it kind of like, when I do it, it makes bubbles, and I don't like bubbles because I'm a pretty organized person, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's about all there is to breeding black Dubia, also known as orange Guyana spotted roaches. Okay, and just so that my class knows this is me, hi. I guess I had to do that for photographic evidence or something, so that they know this is me making this. So, okay, see you guys.